This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're at the LD Micro 10th Annual Main Event in Bel Air, California. With me right now is Ordan Trabelsi from SuperCom, publicly traded company with the symbol SPCB. Ordan, welcome to SNNLive.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
It's great to have you. So, for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company and go from there.
Okay, thanks. SuperCom is a biometric security company. We do biometric identification, M2M tracking, usually of offenders, house arrest, and GPS tracking, as well as cybersecurity solutions for enterprises and governments around the world.
So let's get a little bit into the history of the company. When did it start, and how did it develop to where it's currently at today?
So SuperCom was founded in 1988. To do these type of large-scale national projects, electronic passports, biometric IDs, driver's licenses. It had projects around the world, including China, UK, Romania, Tanzania, Panama, Ecuador, and many more. And over the time, it expanded into other technologies, including RFID and other cybersecurity, as it became more prevalent and important in the world today. New management came in 2010, including myself and other people from the Sigma Wave Fund. And since then, we have restructured the business, made it profitable, raised close to $50 million in secondary offerings, and acquired 6 additional companies, which are also in the 3 verticals we focus, which are biometric identification, M2M tracking, and cybersecurity. And since then, and especially over the last year, we've been seeing some very interesting growth and opportunities ahead.
So let's talk about, I want to know more about differentiation. What differentiates what SuperCom is doing from the competition?
So in each vertical, we have our own competitive advantages. In our M2M tracking, for example, we track offenders, and what you might have seen on TV or had the opportunity to try yourself is a big bracelet that's on your leg that doesn't let you leave the house. It weighs a lot, and you have to charge it every 24 hours, and it's very clunky, not convenient. Our technology, state-of-the-art, new age, has a bracelet that battery lasts for years. You never have to charge it. It communicates seamlessly with a smartphone. You can have video calls with the officer. You can get content, and it just opens up a whole new realm of opportunities when working with ex-offenders and enrollees and helping recidivism, bringing them back. We also have a house unit that has not just identification that the person's at home, but also biometric identification, two-way voice communication, Ethernet, landline, GPS, cellular. It's a battleship of technology, and we've sort of been pushing forward in that whole realm of electronic monitoring of offenders. And since this technology has been launched, we have been selected by 10 brand new governments. Over the past 2 years alone, we've won a significant amount of all the RFPs we've been facing, and it's providing to be very well. So technology is certainly our strong point, and that's an example in one of our 3 divisions.
And what's the market opportunity for you guys?
We focus on high growth, highly barriered markets. In the EAD, e-government space, we're looking at projects at a market size over $20 billion around the world, with roughly 20 players or so. In the electronic monitoring of offenders, over $1 billion, somewhere above that. With a smaller competitive landscape, actually roughly around 10. And then in cybersecurity, while it's a huge market, we focus on a niche that deals with data leak prevention. And of course, it's still very big, but in that niche, we have a significant technology and capability to win more and more market share.
And what's your background? How did you get into all this?
Okay, so my background originally, I'm a computer engineer. Learned the Technion in Israel at a young age. I actually graduated when I was 19. I was really excited to get into the military with that capability. And when I was in the military, I worked in cyber, and these technologies are all very relevant to SuperCom today. Afterwards, I actually founded what became the largest Israeli social network and grew that company to other developing countries around the world, also relevant to SuperCom. Post that, went to Columbia for an MBA in New York, and since then have expanded SuperCom's operations in the Americas, which is what I run as right now, the CEO and president for the Americas. Our business a few years ago when I joined in the Americas was less than $1 million in revenues, and now we're over $15 million, and it's been a very interesting run acquiring other companies, teaming up with partnerships, and bringing on new customers in the Americas region.
So, Ordan, we're about at the end of 2017 here. What were some of the highlights for the company in this calendar year?
2017 was actually a great year for us, coming off of a transition year, 2016, where we acquired 5 different companies and we had to integrate them, which was a lot of work. But in 2017, we're seeing the fruits of our labor. We've been having some very interesting results, including 90% organic growth in Q3 year over year. Our gross margins have improved year over year significantly. Our EBITDA is positive to over 21%. Also, we have expanded into developed countries, and the majority of our steady state revenues right now is from developed countries. And our recurring revenue base has grown significantly year over year and currently consists of the majority of our total revenues is a steady state recurring type revenue. So there have been some very interesting highlights, and we think that is going to continue into 2018.
And what are some of the growth drivers for the business?
So there's the heightened security risks that are apparent to all of us, and as unfortunate as they are, we are able to provide new products and solutions to prevent attacks like WannaCry that you guys are seeing out there, ransomware attacks, where our cybersecurity technology can identify behaviors of users and of processes to prevent that, even though the antivirus cannot. And some of the drivers of their growth in the space, like electronic monitoring of offenders, is of course alternatives to incarceration. Because there is a lot of overcrowding in prisons. It costs a lot of money, and it's not necessary. It can help them re-enter society in a much better way and reduce recidivism, and that's a big focus of ours. With the treatments and technologies we provide, the bracelet that's small, that's on your ankle for years, rather than a big clunky one and a smartphone that anyone could use effectively, we're helping people get back into society and making society safer for everyone else.
So, Ordan, for more information, where can our audience go to find everything they want to know about SuperCom?
Everyone can go online to our website at supercom.com. That's SUPERCOM.com. There's videos and features of our products and demos, and you can see a lot of the technologies that we have out there, as well as case studies and other very valuable information. Also on Facebook and Twitter, we post regularly updates so people can keep track of the new projects that we're doing. We just recently announced that we're deploying in Denmark and Czech Republic and Atlanta, Georgia, and Tennessee, and there's always new projects coming around, so stay tuned.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're at the LD Micro 10th Annual Main Event in Bel Air, California. With me again, Ordan Trabelsi from SuperCom, publicly traded company with the symbol SPCB. Ordan, always a pleasure.
Thank you. It was great.